recording in Ottawa Saturday morning. You can see the time and date there. We will attempt to load the application form for Juripop in as many browsers as possible. This is their website. When you go down here, you have this purple square. You click on that, make a request. It opens up this browser. It opens up another window. The application form should load into there. It does not. Sometimes at the bottom left of the screen, you can see it says transferring or some other word like that. But the application form still will not load into the browser in any of these browser windows. And if we do refresh on the keyboard with Control R, still it will not work. We can go into this other one that I had before as an experiment. It did not load either. Do refresh here with Control R and it will not work. Okay, so that's just close one of this and we'll come back to that later. Now we'll go into this is Mozilla Firefox. So the first one was Chrome and this is Mozilla Firefox. The same website. We go down here. There's that purple square. Click on make a request. And again, it should load the application form because that's what is offered, but it does not work. We get this blank screen that Juripop references in their email. Again, do Control R. You can see it turning. Also in this area here, top of the tab, you can see a little bar going back and forth sometimes in each of these things. Whenever I do refresh, and you can see that there's some movement there, but the product itself will not actually load into the browser window. And that was Firefox. Now we change, once again, we go into Edge. Edge is Microsoft product, their browser. It's a descendant of Microsoft Internet Explorer, what used to be called Internet Explorer. We go down here, exact same window. We open that up. It gives us the blank screen once again. The product will not load into their browser window. We do refresh. It moves a little bit, but it will not load. We cannot get at the product. Last one is Tor browser. Tor is the secret browser used by journalists in war zones and restricted countries and stuff where they have no freedom of speech. They use that to get out their stories without risking their lives. So this is high tech. Do make a request and nothing will happen. It shimmies. It says transferring data on the left, bottom left of the screen, but still the product will not enter the browser window. We can do Control again, and it says waiting for. You can wait for it all night. It will not work. Waiting for red, transferring data from, and the little bar is moving back and forth on the browser tab, top left there, but it simply will not work. You'll see the difference when we move over and ask for the same products in French. Go back to the beginning. You can see the time elapsed. And here, I'm going to close this English window that we had before. Click on French. Click on French, go down. If you don't read French, you just look for the purple box. Click on that, and now it will work. You see the reaction is different, and there you go. Now you can see there's the beginnings of something there. That's all you need. You've got the first drop-down window. You can click on that, and you enter what you need. Click on that, and it'll bring you something else. Yeah. Whatever. Click on whatever, and then you do here next, and it works. Now they've got all kinds of questions in there, and then when you fill that out and you click on next again, it'll bring you to something else. Here it shows you how many steps are, step 1, step 2, and then the next one will work also. And if you leave it incomplete, it gives you an error. So there's French favoritism for the French language over English. and it's in all the browser windows. This is the Mozilla test that we did before. Come back here, click on French. It's now in French. Go down there. Click on your purple box there. Oops. Sorry. It is difficult for me. And there's the form in French. It works fine. Same thing. Click on the window. There you go. There's a choice. And we go over to Edge. Again, close the English or leave it open. It doesn't matter. There's the first click on French. There's the box in purple. Click on that. Now it works. You see? Same thing. That's the form. Drop down menu. There you go. It works. And now we go over to Tor browser. The last one. Click on French. Has to go through some foreign country first. Tor browser is a little slower, and yet it will still work in French. So as you can see, in the 4 different browsers, none of them work in English. However, they do work in French. This one's a little slow, as we saw before, but eventually it does come through. And voila, as they say in French, if you were in a war zone and you had to get this back to your news desk in Canada, you could do it with Tor browser in French, but not in English. And it is the fault of Juripop and their subcontractors who did not get the proper thing. And that's the end of my video at this time right here and that date. Thank you.